Take back Friday. Take back Friday. All right, you guys. It's time for the end of the day PulseWave report with yours truly, the algo capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave price trigger reports. The markets have been all over the place this week, and we are standing aside for Take Back Friday. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm standing aside for Take Back Friday. Now, I will be taking a look at the markets around noonish to see what's setting itself up, and I might push forward my shopping list. I am preparing a shopping list of equities for Monday, and I'll find out what I'm going to do with Bitcoin and Ethereum and everything, futures and stuff, and forex. I'll find out on Sunday what I'm going to do with that once I update the system for the weekend. So real quick, let's just go by this real fast. I am standing on the sidelines until Sunday, and that's just what it is. I've already booked gains for the week, and you know it was a nice week. What can I say? All right, so here's the weekly charts. On Thursday, we take a look at the weekly charts to see what kind of Take Back Friday we may be having set up. Or the US dollar index, here's the first chart. And as you can see here, this US dollar index will not stop. However, the algo chart is saying this is not real. This is really a bear market. And even though you've rallied from these support lows and the market just keeps on going, the longer term market is saying you're still in a bear market. Isn't that amazing how these algo charts work? So more upside potential for next week in the US dollar. Looking at commercial real estate, ticker IYR, this market is going down. It is not stopping. It is accelerating, as you can see here on the weekly chart. Real estate is in trouble. It's dangling over the cliff, and it's about to just catapult to no end. I'm thinking about shorting this one if at all possible. Looking at oil, ticker OIH. All right, so this one too, you can see here you were in the green zone for a while. You know, you had this rally alert and got all this upside production. Now the market is saying, I think we're done here, and it looks like it wants to start a bear run to the downside, ladies and gentlemen. Those red bars are no joke. The last group we had was back here. Before that, back here. Before that, back here. Before that, right up in here. And before that, right over here. Those red bars are no joke. The algo chart, red bars are no joke. All right. So I'm just saying, you're going to want to definitely take heed with the oil. I think oil, believe it or not, is on its way down and down heavy. See this gap back here from November the 13th, the week of November the 13th of 2020. You had a gap here that was never reconciled. The market waited 2 years to decide, okay, now I may get ready to reconcile that. So yeah, that's what this is right here. So I'm looking, if at all possible, I'll see if I can short the OIH. All right. So keeping on with the laundry list for Monday. All right, the Nasdaq 100 is setting itself up for a massive down leg going into next week as well. And if I can short the QQQ, I will. If not, then I have to go ahead and get long the QUID, but we'll see. I'll let you know more on Sunday. It depends on how these markets close on Friday. S&P 500, ticker SPY, same thing. If I cannot short outright the SPY, I won't have a choice but to go in here, probably buy some SQQs or maybe some SDS. I like SDS because I can manage the leverage a little bit better, and the market moves overall just a little bit slightly better, but probably SQQ will be in effect. It's just what it is, folks. All right, here is the bonds TLT. You still cannot short this one, but right now you don't want to. You got a green bar setting itself up, all right, for this week. And if that's the case, this market is about to rebound going into next week. That's right, bond prices are set to rebound going into next week. The last green bars resulted in this nice rally from the primary rally alert. and you saw the upside gains. Prior to that, you saw this nice run up in here. So I think it's that time. I think the correction is over, and now the market wants to start trending higher again to bring down these rates under control. I think that's the role of the Fed now. Looking at the US dollar again from UUP's side of the aisle. Yeah, UUP is nice and long. Still got this gap back here that needs to contend with. I think at some point the UUP will need to pull back on that. I think getting long the dollar on a pullback, it's going to be where it's at right now. All right, just FYI. So UDN, I'm going to be looking at UDN going into next week. That's going to be on my shopping list. ADA Cardano. All right, here's your ADA Cardano. Same thing on the weekly chart. This thing is bearish as can be, and I think we have more downside to go into next week. Looking at Litecoin, Litecoin is the same thing. We've crossed over into the red zone. I think this one wants to fall down some more as well. Looking at Theta, Theta is also looking quite bearish. I think it wants to continue its downslide as well. Looking at XRP Ripple going into next week. Yeah, I think this market wants to come down and test support. You've crossed over back into the red zone from the green zone. I think the correction part is now changed and turned fully into a full-fledged bear market. Look out below. Looking at the Bitcoin futures, same thing. All right, looking like the market wants to just let it all hang out going into next week. We shall see. Moving right along, here's the Ethereum futures. Same thing, looking mad bearish, increasing selling pressure coming into this market. I don't think the market's going to be able to hold off too much longer. Looking at the Dow by way of the ticker DIA. These are the diamonds. If you want to get short the Dow, if you can't short the DIA outright, go ahead and get long the DXD. That will also be on my shopping list for next week. I'm going to be looking at a lot of inverse ETFs going into next week. So Sunday night, get ready for that long laundry list. On Bitcoin GBTC, as you can see here, same thing. You gap down, so you're going to have to back and pivot and fill this gap at some point. But right now, this market is set, ready to go to fall and start a new down leg, a mighty down leg. Looking at the gold Miners Gdx. Same thing here. You had a gap down. You're going to have to back and fill at some point, but this thing is setting itself up ready to go and start a new bear market. You just missed Litecoin IT. I just covered that a few moments ago before you came. GLD on the gold futures side of things, same thing. Market is letting it all hang out. I think this thing wants to crash and burn for a little bit. Like I told you with gold, I think gold is heading to the 1700 handle, but I don't think it's going to stay down there. So once it gets there, don't fall in love with it, because this bullish pointer is going to come into play and these things are going to take off to the races. But for right now, you got to reconcile these bearish pointers, things of that nature back here. So don't be scared. Just, understand what's happening here. You're going to have to, maybe get long the dust. All right. Russell, my hustle, IWM. All right. If you can't short it out right, then you're going to have to go with the TWM, which is the inverse ETF for the Russell. I think I'm going to be backing the truck up on that one too. And then last but not least, this is an interesting ETF. Ticker is HDGE. And as you can see here, this thing rallies when the market turns bearish, all right? And it has a gap back here from the week of November the 6th of 2020, where it broke $41.32 a share. So you got about at least $11 or $12 topside coming. So I'm thinking about HDGE for once too. I'm thinking about coming in here and backing up the truck on this one as well going into next week. So it's looking like a lot of inverse ETFs for next week. And I'll know more once I see how the stock market closes tomorrow. Tomorrow's close is going to be very interesting. It's going to tell me what's what. Then when I run the updater over the weekend, I'll know for sure what ETFs we're going to be doing. But we're going to be looking at a long laundry list of ETFs, and we're going to be getting in them. And I just wanted to give you the heads up on that. So get ready. If you are a PulseWave subscriber, Dex's watch list will be full of interesting goodies. My shopping list will be long. I will have my tickets ready and working in the market for when the market's open. I will be long and strong. As far as the future side of things, I'll see how the markets close, like I said, on tomorrow, and then I'll know what I'm going to do with some of these futures and some of these forex, and of course Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I'll let you know all of that good stuff on Sunday. In the meantime, everyone have a great weekend and smash that like button. And if you haven't already taken the challenge, you got to man up. Take that 2-week challenge. Take that 14-day free trial that we're offering you. We are so hype about it, and we know and believe you're going to get right in there. That's why we're giving you the 14-day trial. Prove it to yourself. Prove me wrong and see if the pulse waves are not the best investment trading tool you have ever seen and or used in your life. And with that being said, remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. Everyone have a great weekend. Be safe, and I'm out. Peace.